What's up, legends? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into Modern Warfare Zombies and we're talking about the unstable rifts coming to Season 4 Reloaded. Now, we already got a little bit of information previously going into Season 4, but now that Season 4 Reloaded is only a few days away, they released a new blog post giving us a little bit more information than we actually had before. Originally, I wasn't going to cover this in a video. However, there is crucial pieces of information given through this blog post, I think, in regards to the unstable rift that I think will become more of an issue for some players than it will be a benefit. But it is some important information to know going in. Prepare for a new wave-based combat challenge arriving in the new form of unstable rifts. Several opportunities to enter an unstable rift can appear per match, and squads must race to be the first to enter. Reports of redacted appearing in the exclusion zone may hint at the way forward. So it doesn't exactly tell us what's going to indicate where these unstable rifts will be. However, we do know that they will be limited, and it is a first-come, first-served situation. Upon entering an unstable rift, operators will face off against increasingly intense waves of enemies until completing the wave or failing in the attempt. Completing an unstable rift will reset the cooldowns on all of your insured weapons and schematics, so you can head into the next match equipped with your best setup. Strike team operators are also encouraged to locate additional unstable rifts across the map if you were unable to enter a previous rift, until rift infiltration is a success. So basically, it's encouraging, unless you've got a rift and completed it, to continue looking for those unstable rifts that should pop up around the map, and then completing one, because once you complete one, you're going to get all of those cooldowns back, basically. So they're trying to add this unstable rift, it sounds like, to the regular flow of how you play the game. More than likely, you're going to go into one of these earlier on in the match, you're going to complete it, you're going to get your schematics cooled down, you'll head back to Urzikstan, or at least that's what it sounds like. Then you'll be able to continue your regular match as always, heading into Tier 3, then going into a Dark Aether, doing whatever you kind of want along the way. But I think this unstable rift is supposed to be one of the regular things that you will be doing in order to keep your cooldowns down, instead of having to just constantly extract that essence to try to whittle down this cooldowns. You'll now have a way to pretty much guarantee to do so. Now, this is where things get a little bit interesting, and this is the thing we didn't really know much about before. Be warned that an unstable rift is unstable. Well, it says it in the name, right? Not everything works as it does elsewhere. Not sure what that means, but it does sound like things that have worked normally throughout the game may function differently inside this unstable rift, being that it is unstable. Some things are granted while others are taken away. However, expected loot is impressive and includes a maxed out pack-a-punch weapon with maximum rarity value once your rift exploration begins, as well as an assortment of free perks and upgrades that you'll need when facing hordes. Good luck. So this is where things get really, really confusing to me. Originally, I was under the impression that maybe you go in with a few of your schematics, maybe you pop some perks, whatever it might be, and you might have to head in, complete a few contracts in order to get everything that you would like to go into this unstable rift. But now that does not seem to be the case. It almost sounds like you don't even need to come in prepared whatsoever, because once you head into this unstable rift, it sounds like you're going to get a maxed out pack-a-punch weapon with maximum rarity and free perks and upgrades that you're going to need to face the unstable rift. That is a little bit surprising to me. I was not anticipating them to give you the tools necessary in order to be successful. So essentially, with this in mind, you could go into a run, not do an unstable rift, do everything you would like to do, using all of the schematics that you would like to use, obviously in that run, then come back in the next run, not use any of your schematics, go into one of these rifts, be gifted the pack 3, be gifted the legendary rarity, get the free perks and upgrades, be able to take on that challenge again, immediately cooling down all of your schematics. Essentially, this is going to erase cooldowns schematics in general, and I don't think it's really going to matter much for anyone anymore, because I think everybody will have whatever items they want, as long as they take advantage of these unstable rifts. Now, the one thing about this I will say is that the one negative I see with these unstable rifts being projected the way that they are, with, again, the pack-a-punch, the free upgrades, that whole thing, is that people won't have to go and loot themselves up in any way, shape, or form. They just have to be the first squad or first person over to one of these unstable rifts, and essentially they will get the loot and the reward. Now, I don't know if this is something they thought through very clearly, because it's already been an issue when it comes to the triangles in the high threat zone. If you don't make it over there first, you're definitely not going to get one. And there's even the case where people have shot multiple, lighting them up. Then you would have to wait for the cooldown period to go by in order to actually activate it. And before that even takes place, most of the time they go and complete the other one that they're at, come back to the one that they started with that you are trying to get. completing that one as well and basically just taking all of the rewards possible. So with that in mind, I am a little bit worried about how this is actually designed, because now it's not going to take as much upgrading or being prepared as we originally thought, meaning anyone who wants to go to an unstable rift and try it isn't really at a loss, even if they decide to go off the rip. The only real thing that would be kind of an issue here is more than likely we don't know if any of the upgrades include a 3-plater or a large backpack or some of the other items that you might need, like a self-revive. So it is more than likely, if you're coming in completely bare bones, that it might be a bit more than you would like to take on. However, we're gonna have to wait until this actually releases in order to see for ourselves, but we only have a few more days left to wait. Now, I do want to mention, I think the idea of giving people everything they need going into it is cool. I think it also takes away from the challenge and also the build up to actually get over to this unstable rift. Now it just seems like it's going to be a race to get there first, instead of who can kind of prepare. Will it be available this match? Kind of like the triangles, for example. Sometimes you get 20 minutes in and a triangle is still available just because other people have other things on their plate. But with this in mind, I'm really curious how you guys feel. So let me know down in the comment section below. What do you guys think of these unstable rifts? Do you guys think that the unstable rift giving you all the things that you need to be successful for the most part going into it is an L or a W? And are you personally excited to try these unstable rifts for yourself? But that's going to wrap things up for us here. Thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all the support in the channel, and I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace!